we have Mimelu Nesumi Alonsema. Habomuma Mahayi Ebosumi. No Clau K Fantilla, we see Neha Niema. Uwelite Magbona Afunite Oyana. Ewonite Onagbona Ele Lagakwe. Amen.
Then after getting it, I don't think they have any effect.
True love, very few, and oneness. Youths nowadays, if you even confront them with a conscious reasoning, they would understand nothing. I mean, if you mention the Bible to them, a lot of them don't know what you're talking about.
What is your name, ethnicity, and spiritual belief?
My name is Kayle Wynter. I'm Jamaican, and what was it?
And spiritual belief.
That's a hard question to answer, really, because I identify as a Christian, but then it have so many different ways that I could even interpret that. Yeah, I don't know if that's a bit complicated and confusing, really. Almighty God, our Heavenly Father, the Rastafari movement is similar to the Christian movement. I mean, it's based on true love. And to all the church doors are open. May we serve Christ, but the doors to the church is closed. Love as he loves. In Jamaica, it's a bit more togetherness. I mean, the people that you meet, you can you have a better understanding, because I mean, to the culture, it's a different understanding from here. Here, you have to try and explain everything, what you're doing, how you do it, to be understood. Even children haven't really changed my belief and understanding. I mean, I try to give them a more grounded understanding of the background where I'm coming from. I was raised by my grandmother, so I try to instill the old time concept of Christianity plus my belief in Rastafarianism to them. My grandmother, I can remember her saying, if you lie with dog, you ride with flea. And at the time when she told me them things, I mean, I didn't really get the full meaning, but as a grown man now, I know exactly what she was saying, Like she would say again, if you show me the company you keep, I tell you who you are. So if you should go out there and be, hanging with people that's doing the wrong thing, that don't even mean you have to be doing the wrong thing. But you won't get put in the same boat with them when anything should go wrong. They're not going to differentiate and say, okay, it was that. They're just going to say that group. To have a strong spirit, you just have to be tolerant. Yeah, that's really your spirit. You have to be tolerant, and even when you don't feel like you can manage, you have to move forward. Because if you lay down and if you fall down and you don't get back up, then there's no way for you. You always have to get back up.
In the UK, the community is so strong that I can still seek the knowledge I need or learn more from the people I have in the churches that are all over London.
Especially with our families leaving Africa, we're coming to the white man's country, and it's like, it's naturally going to die down. It's just about us grabbing it before we completely let go of it.
I feel like, especially somewhere like London or Britain in general, it's very multicultural. There's a lot of people from different type of backgrounds, so you learn something new every day from any type of culture. And that's what I take from Black British culture, to learn something new every day, that every day is a new day, it's a new vibe, it's a new thing.
I'm Winta, I'm Eritrean, and I'm an Eritrean Orthodox Christian.
As an Eritrean, my religion is so entwined and so deeply rooted within the history of Eritrea. Regardless of me being in the UK, the community is so strong that I can still seek the knowledge I need or learn more from the people I have in the churches that are all over London, all over the UK. I feel like memory and faith comes hand in hand. It's like the little things, like the smell of incense that's burnt in my church, remembering certain songs I used to sing, or the food I would eat after church, in the church, the bread, the holy water. It's just like, you sort of reminisce on things like this. You remember certain things you have to do in the church, certain things you'd have to say, you know, the people. So I feel like even if I was to smell a bit of the incense at home, and my home here, I will remember how the churches are in Eritrea. When it comes to womanhood, I feel like our mothers play a very big role in that, because we learn everything from them, regardless of religion. But when it comes to religion, the way we dress, the way we carry ourselves in church, everything we learn through our mothers and our sisters. And even the braids have significance. There are certain hairstyles that you can't have if you're married, or this piercing here, like you'll put like a traditional like gold hoop in there. I got this done when I was like a kid, but yeah, dancing together in a circle around fire. I don't know, it just makes us feel a lot closer. Remembers, like makes us remember how significant being Eritrean is, especially Eritrean women. Being women together, dancing together, eating together, plays a really big part in all our lives.
I am Yaway. I am Angolan and Spanish, and I am Rasta, particularly unorthodox Rasta.
In your words, what does it mean to live righteously?
Now that's a good question. In my words, to live righteously is to live the way you live. The Kemetic gods say that the language of the gods is music, calls upon your name. And so this is where my relationship with music becomes very broad, because I got born to music from a very young age. My mum and my dad, they showed me a lot of various musics like Earth, Wind and Fire, Bob Marley, Brown, Michael Jackson, you name it, literally anything. And as I started to grow up more, I started to listen to more different types of music. I go back to the old music and I realized this is the stuff. This is the things that are meant to be remembered. Dub music, that's a perfect one, because when the drum and bass hits you and the extra reverb and all that type of stuff is very spiritually inclining. It calls upon your name, especially if you gravitate towards that type of music. But yeah, I'd say dub musical, like I said, Smoking Harder, which is mind lifting and mind empowering. It gives you a closer sense of God, and because you're in your own world, you're living in your own thoughts and letting them be free.
This is a form of identity. Is to let anyone know, okay, this person is Rasta when they see you on the street. And not only just that, this holds your knowledge. Your hair actually holds your knowledge of how much you know about yourself and life in general.
When you just walk outside, run away from the situation a bit and get that peace of mind and take your time to do a prayer, it does really help. And it makes you realize, nah, this is purposeful, this is meant to happen.
My name is Beatrice, and I'm British Nigerian. Amen. 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 Spirituality is more of holiness towards God and purity towards God. All things good, love, happiness, peace, you know, how I exude it as well. The one thing that connects all religions is God in itself. It doesn't matter. Muslims say Allah, and the Christians say Jehovah. Jah, you know, we all worship one God, and I've taken all the good things from both Islam and Christianity, and I still use both of them till now.
What role does spirituality play within Nigerian culture?
It's within the culture of the people, whether Muslim, Christian, traditional worship is built within the culture of the people. Wherever we are in this world, we always hold on to our faith because it's very important. It is built into the culture as a whole, no matter whatever, whoever you're worshiping. You know, faith is very important. Without faith, you cannot really do anything. Nothing works. You have to have faith. And if you say in those prayers, you have to have faith. Faith within the culture of the Black community is so important. It builds them together, holds them together. be better off always giving, because you receive 70 times 7 times of what you've given at any time. Never think of getting, what you've given, but always have the heart to say, I'll give, and you'll be blessed greatly.
My name is Obinna, or Obi. I am Nigerian. I was raised in an outwardly facing Christian household, but then I needed to find that for myself. I needed to find God for myself and have a personal experience with Christ myself. I kind of went away from Sunday worship and worshiping in these big churches and mass churches and stuff like this, because I felt like it wasn't necessarily true. People were doing things for the outward worship of others, for the outward validation of others, rather than the inner. I can move with hope, I can move with faith, and I can move with this unshakable not knowing. When I use calisthenics, it also reminds me of the body in which God has given me. I'm able to discipline my mind and discipline my spirit through understanding that I am not my body, but I can use these practices of using my body weight to even push things like my thoughts. How do I protect my peace? In London it's hard. London is hard because even in where you want to go find your peace, there's going to be so much distractions. I feel like being still, being with people who are in love. You can also be in stillness, but still feel that love, still not feel anything lacking, even when we don't talk.
My name is Jahmahreeah. My spiritual identity is someone who is one with unconditional love and the Creator. My spiritual identity is that I am everything and nothing, and I am intergalactic, and here, not really here. And my ethnicity, I am half Somali and I'm half St. Vincent. Yeah, I do believe in the Creator, and the Creator looks like someone who is unconditionally loving. And when I say that word, I mean somebody who has no hate, somebody with pure intentions, someone that wants me to grow, someone that wants to grow, and someone that's constantly creating for the better good. I think the Creator is within me. I think the Creator is outside of me. I think the Creator is always around. So I was never really part of a religion anyways to begin with. And funnily enough, I wanted to be a part of it so badly, just so I can be, I guess, an average Black person. So I always knew that I wasn't a part of something. But now I'm glad I'm not a part of something. I'm part of something better. Whenever I'm doing anything to do with herbs, I feel the most at one with nature. I feel the most at one of myself, and I feel like I'm actually doing something for humanity. So if I'm learning about something and I've learned as a benefit for it, and it's literally right in front of you, or we walk past it every single day, I get to share that knowledge with someone. And it's someone that can't afford, for instance, to go buy a whole 1 kg of dandelion, but they need it for their iron. If you just know what the plant looks like, you can just pick it up and make the tea yourself. It's so accessible. It's just the knowledge needs to be more broadcasted. Freedom to me looks like my time, not the Gregorian calendar time, not Babylon's time, not nobody else's time. I'm in my time, living my experience on earth. Like, that's freedom.
Me.